Hi, y'all. So before I ask my
How you
question,
doing?
I want to clarify a point that y'all mentioned earlier. You said
What's the point?
you don't believe in white privilege, correct?
Yeah, it's a myth. It doesn't exist.
Okay. So according to the Bureau of Prison Statistics from last month, 38.3% of our current inmate population is black. But according to the 2020 census data, only 12.2% of our national population is black. So if you don't believe in white privilege, how do you explain this disparity?
So why are they in jail?
It has been this way for years, since the 90s.
You know,
since before
why
that.
do people go to jail?
I can't even tell. I can't even tell this is going to go downhill. Again, students trying to earn some points with the teacher.
Jail.
Why are black people in jail at higher rates than white
Answer a
people?
question with a
That's
question.
the question, right? Maybe because they
Yes.
commit more crimes than white people.
But that's not true.
It actually is.
They do. So every independent analysis shows that blacks have committed a disproportionate amount of crime. No one wants to say it out loud, but it's true. In fact, in New York, 52% of murders are committed by blacks, 40+% of arson, 60+% of drug deals. And so the question you should really be asking is what drives them to commit crimes? That's the question, right?
That's a good question.
The real question is, and maybe I can ask you, what percentage of blacks are raised with two parents in the home?
Okay.
So actually, according to the Uniform Crime Report for 2019,
She just let that question just go over her head. Forget about the question. We're not here to have a conversation. I'm here to just tell my points like my teacher told me, right? My teacher told me to just read these things, and when I go back to class, they're gonna praise me, and he or she gonna give me an A.
black or African American individuals committed only about 1 million crimes, while white people committed about 4 million
Yeah,
crimes.
so
Yeah,
but
but
yeah,
that's
but hold on.
proportion.
Yeah, how about the proportion?
There's a lot more white people than black people in the United States.
It's a 60% white country and a 14% black country. So you just proved my point. You literally, so basically that's a disproportionate amount of crime. It is.
But listen, I want to say, look, you are coming up here and you're asking a question, and that's not easy to do, first and foremost, no matter what. And I really appreciate
Don't do that. Why are you doing that? Why are you treating this lady that is asking the question this way? No, let her have the experience of having a bad moment. That way she can learn. Why are you doing this? Didn't like that.
your question in front of all these people.
Hey,
It's hard.
no.
So thank you for asking your question.
Nope, don't do that.
Let me point out.
Let her learn her experience. Yeah, by being soft for her, you're not allowing her to just embrace her failure in that moment. Let her embrace her failure and make her think twice when she go back home. To anybody that is doing this, when you're having a debate, no. Let that person, if they made a mistake, embrace.
Now, what you just did, and you didn't know that you did it. You switched from proportion to raw numbers.
That's right.
And you did that to make a point that you thought you were making, but you weren't. But look, your issue was that black Americans only make up 13% of the population, and yet they make up, I think you said, like 38% of the prison population. And then you switched to raw numbers.
See, she's not listening. Why are you
because-
doing that?
So black people only make up 13% of the population, but they commit 40% of all homicides and 60% of all violent crime. Unfortunately, I don't think that's anything inherent in black Americans. That's not what I'm saying. That's just the fact. And what Charlie is saying is, look, we've got to look at why that is. So you're claiming that that disparity is inherent proof of discrimination. So would you also say the fact that there are fewer Asians in jail means that than white people, that there is discrimination against white people? No. Disparity isn't proof of discrimination is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. So let me just throw, and Allie's exactly right. What percentage of blacks grow up with two parents in the home?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
less
have
than
it pulled up.
20%. That's why there's so many blacks committing crimes and they're in jail. It's that simple. The death of the black family is why blacks are in jail higher than their population percentage. It's that simple.
May I see your criminology degree?
Oh, man, you're not doing that. You're not doing that, lady. You're not doing that. That does not make your argument better. You don't do that. You should humble yourself in this experience. Why you have to be demeaning like this?
I'm sorry.
No,
Wait.
we've gotta. Are you a biologist? Ketanji Brown Jackson.
No, let me ask you a question. So,
see, lady, that means that what you were trying to just make a sweetheart for her didn't work, and let her embrace this experience. Stop playing the good person over here, okay?
So, do I
like
need a
that
criminology degree to be able to understand that 75% of blacks don't grow up with two parents?
That's a lot of. That's how number is very high.
Well versed in it, I believe so.
Do you
Okay.
have one?
I don't, but I'm studying it.
Okay,
right
but
now.
you
Oh, she studied
exactly.
it.
But you did the same thing. You looked at a statistic, and he did the same thing. You
Look,
don't have a criminology
Have you
degree,
even taken a
neither does
criminology
he.
course? Have y'all
Hold on
taken
a second.
one?
You're doing an argument from authority, okay?
It's a fallacy.
So the laws of physics don't change whether or not you're a physicist, okay? The law of thermodynamics doesn't change whether or not you take a course on it. Answer the question. Why do blacks have a broken family versus a nuclear family, and does that translate to higher rates of crime? Do you admit that?
Huh?
Why is it that blacks don't have parents, though? Why?
Good question. We subsidize single motherhood in this country through the federal government of the United States. Great question.
There you
Now
go.
we're
That's
getting
a
somewhere.
good answer. See, that's tangible. That can be fixed. See, that problem right there can be fixed. That is tangible. If we subsidizing single motherhood and all these things are creating problems, we can fix that by eliminating whatever is subsidizing to create single mothers. See, that's a problem that is very easy to get and just work on it. Instead of going racist, and everything is racist. I don't think that really fixes anything, right? Because racist is something that is in people's mind, and you cannot even tell unless it just become an action. Until someone says, because I'm white or because I'm Chinese, I'm better than everybody. I'm better than this one over here because this person was born in Chile, right? It's something like that. I don't know. That is racism, and still, it's not something you can fix. But in this case, we can fix this. Let me know if you guys agree with me in the comment section below, or am I a little bit off? Let me know.
The government and broke up with the men they were with.
There we go.
Welfare state, Lyndon Baines Johnson, and that has contributed to blacks committing more crimes.
I believe institutionalized racism is your answer, but I don't believe I'm getting anywhere
but
with y'all.
But no, just let me point something out. Did you know that it's not white Americans that have the lowest incarceration rate or the lowest rates of crime or the highest graduation rates or the highest median income? It's not white Americans. It's Asian Americans. They have the highest median income. They have the highest graduation rates. They have the most degrees. They have the lowest incarceration rates. And guess what? They also have the lowest single parenthood rates. Okay? So that is true across the board. It's not just black Americans. And unless you are willing to say that the reason why Asian Americans make more than white Americans or the reason why Asian Americans go to jail less than white Americans is because there is systemic institutional racism against white people in this country, then your argument against black people doesn't really work.
So let me ask you one thing. You said institutional racism. I got a black friend right up here. He's great. He's great. So let me ask you. Let me ask you a question. What can I do that he can't do?
Uh-oh.
What do you mean?
If institutional racism was real, what can I do that he can't do?
Well, you're less likely to get arrested.
Oh, hold on here. Hold on. He's less likely to be arrested. Okay, she's coming down somewhere. By statistic, it might be true. But we're talking about him.
I'm sorry. No, if we both commit a crime, he's going to get arrested and I'm not?
He could.
Wait, so we just went through this. Blacks commit a disproportionate amount of crime in this country because of broken families. So give me one law on the books. You said it's institutional. Give me a law anywhere that discriminates against blacks. Give me one law anywhere in America.
You want current or past?
How about right now?
Well, the fact that crack cocaine is criminalized more than regular cocaine.
No. If I deal crack cocaine.
Is she studying to criminology, whatever she said? I guess I'll have to give you props to stand up and try to test herself. This sounds more like a teacher will give A's just for standing there and just ask questions like this, man, because I know her intentions are okay. Lady, I do understand that you have good intentions, but good intentions just open the gates of hell, right? Opens the road to hell, right? Let's just speak about truth, okay? Instead of just these things that are so far away to reach, right? What can we do now? And this same question will be asked for you guys to fix this problem now, tangible, right now. Instead of the systematic racism, percentage. I understand, but what can we do to just fix the problem now?
Cocaine, I'm getting arrested regardless of skin color. Give me a law.
White cocaine, you would.
Give me a law anywhere that allows white people to commit crimes and get away with it, and blacks can't. Does that law exist?
Not anymore. But
because there's no institutional racism in America. The idea of institutional racism is laws on the books.
Just because it's not down on paper doesn't mean it's not real.
Okay, give us an example. Not just a disparity. Not just a disparity.
God isn't. You don't see God.
He's on paper. Read the Bible.
I didn't mean it like that.
You see, the lady's uncomfortable. The lady's getting owned. Lady, Charlie, if you listen to this video, you have to talk to her and let the students endure their experience. By being a mom to these students doesn't work. Okay, you can tell the lady's uncomfortable because you wanna. Oh, she might have good intentions. So no, let her endure. You're not doing a favor to her. Okay, let her endure. She needs this. Okay, she looks like a nice lady. Let her endure this experience. She stand up and ask a question, maybe because she needed some answers. Let her endure.
I'm getting nowhere with y'all, and y'all are not answering my question, so I'm going to end this Q&A right here. Thank you for your time.
Okay. We actually did answer her questions, but I do appreciate, even though she's got an attitude.
Yeah, but, lady, come on. Yeah, I might be a little bit picky right now, but come on. She had her ideas from the beginning. But you want to play, be good and good side. No. You didn't allow her to endure that experience. That's what happened. Should just let her endure, right? And maybe by the end of the Q&A, you can calm her, you can talk to her. But no, in that moment, you need to allow her to endure that. And of course, you have an attitude. That's okay. That's part of the experience.
I do appreciate her courage. I do.
There we go.
There we go. Difficult. That's difficult to come up here and ask a question.
That's difficult. It's not difficult. It's not difficult. It's not difficult, lady. It's not difficult. It's not. There's nothing difficult. Grabbing a microphone and just asking a question. There's nothing difficult about that. Let's stop just putting the bar very low. They don't like that. I'm not feeling it. The back and forward with regarding the question, that was very good, and the lady was not ready for that because she just in college, right? College is not really meant today. College is not meant to just put their kids into really in debate form, and the fact that she asked the question, okay, you asked the question, you have to be ready to get the answer because truth really hurts. That's what it is. And the fact that she came here with race baiting, like the title says, right? And she got she got something she didn't was expecting. So when she got the answer, she was like conscious dissonance. That's why Charlie was very straight with her, and I like that. He was straight with her, right? Let her just have that uncomfortable experience. In that way, she can learn, even though it hurts now. Maybe later, that seed can start flourishing, right? Might take a little bit of time, but at least that seed is planted. And she might go to the room, start crying, and then all of a sudden, after she finished crying, after the week, she probably will say, you know what, but that makes sense. What he said makes sense. What she said makes sense. Let me just go that route, blah, blah, blah. But do not be a mom to these kids, man. Let them just endure. Very good video. Very nice video. Let me know what you guys think. Am I being a little too picky with this lady, or am I okay saying that, you know, she was a little bit too mommy to the kid, to the lady, right? Let me know in the comment section below.